Hey, we're Naked Walrus. Check out StageFrightTv.
Hi guys, how are you doing today?
Good, right?
Good. So do you want to introduce yourself to our followers and say who you are, what do you play in the band?
What's going on, guys? I'm Dakota and I play the guitar and I sing in the band Naked Walrus.
Taylor, play drums.
Avery, I play bass.
Hayden, I play lead guitar.
So how did you guys met and how the band was formed?
Can I start this one?
Yeah, I'll start. Our band is, we've been together for about 1.5 years, and within that time we had like a very quick beginning. We all work as, we're all in the music industry. I work as a promoter, and Taylor is also helping me with that, and he also does, we both work for a nonprofit, and we basically work with kids, and then these guys are both engineers. And so we actually started a long time ago though. Me and Hayden met when we were in high school. We were in another band, and Avery and Taylor were in the jazz band together. So they were actually like, I think you were the first drummer that Avery played with?
Yeah, 8th grade.
So that was the first drummer I ever played with.
So we've had some transitions actually in lineup. Me and Taylor are the only like original members as of right now, but basically it's interesting because it's like, now we're back together with the people who we started with.
Something brought you together.
Yeah, so that's kind of that's where we're at now, and yeah.
Do you want to say something else? Yeah, anyone wants to add something? Okay, so if you could like say a rock and roll fact about all of you, something that makes you, a characteristic of you, what would you say it is?
I'm the one with the bad hair.
I don't know. What do you guys say about me behind my back?
You're the furriest.
Yeah. My spirit animal's an otter. So I guess that's appropriate. What about you?
You're the slut.
I'm a musical slut.
That's true.
Definitely the band. I'm not sure what I am.
You're the meerkat, dude. You're the band mascot.
Yeah, we all have, tell me about our spirit animals.
We all have funny spirit animals.
What are your spirit animals?
Oh, God.
We just love being ridiculous, so I'm a meerkat. What we haven't really figured out.
Avery's whatever the sluttiest animal is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dolphin.
And Dakota is
Dakota's a warthog.
I'm a Pumbaa. Yeah.
So, you like animals, so that's clear because your band is named Naked Walrus. And how did you come up with that name?
Well,
because it's very funny.
Me and our old guitar player Michael, who started the band, actually all of us are very ridiculous. Like as you can tell, by our spirit animals and my Pumbaloom. I mean,
anybody that knows what that means. But yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, yeah. So we were just sitting in the room, and Michael was like, "Our band should be called Naked Walrus." And I was like, yeah, that sounds good. And we kind of
it just popped into his mind.
Yeah, he was kind of ridiculous like that, and so we went back and forth. I mean, we've been worried about being taken as like a novelty act and everything in between with that, just because it's easy with Naked Walrus.
Yeah.
But really, what we came to is we went to this songwriting class, and there was this guy. His name's Chuck Cannon, and he's like a really amazing songwriter. And he was talking about co-writing, and that's how we write all our songs. And he was discussing how co-writing is basically like being naked. You got to get naked with the person and be comfortable in order to actually create a good product, right?
Okay.
And so we are always naked together, whether literally or metaphorically.
That
so we took it like that. And so,
technically, everyone's naked under their clothes.
Okay,
yeah,
that's very deep. So true.
Well, also, and that's we thought we might be taken as a novelty act because of the fact that the title is kind of ridiculous, and well, I mean, we're kind of ridiculous, which is why we can't seem to change our name. But the thing is, like, as soon as you change the connotation, you say naked, and people go, "Oh, I don't know what your deal is." You go, naked walrus, and they're like, that doesn't make any sense. You go,
Do you play naked on stage or something like that?
kind of.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
you know.
No, I'm not asking you.
Oh.
Like, maybe that's what people think when they hear your
Well,
name.
no, it's more of a metaphor, and it's that same explanation from when we heard how you have to be in order to feel comfortable and trust everybody. So that's kind of how we have to do things, you know? So when we show up somewhere, we go, hey, let's get naked, and it's because we're just going to show you this is who we are.
But that's definitely something people will remember you for.
Yeah, and
It's a catchy name.
It's an idea of comfort, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
we are comfortable with each other, and like what I want is people to come to my show and be comfortable. Like I try to be really as personable as I possibly can be when I'm not hungry. No, I'm just kidding. But so, anyways, like that's basically how we try and attribute this you know, like this sexy with this ugly, you know. And
Well,
make
the
that
walrus are
comfortable,
not
you know?
ugly. They're cute.
They're so ugly, they're cute.
Some people don't agree.
They smell
We're
very
on your
bad.
side, believe us.
Yeah, trust me. I would marry a walrus.
If you had 20 seconds in an elevator with a big music producer, how would you convince him to listen to your music?
That's a good question. I don't know. I really don't know.
Just figure it out. You have 20 seconds. The clock is ticking.
Well,
20 seconds.
we're already trapped in an elevator with him, so I mean, I guess we start playing or clapping or
Yeah, we could
singing.
sing.
Yeah,
sing a
that's
song.
true.
That'd be cool.
You know?
As soon as we have nothing to do,
Yeah.
we do these things called talk songs, where someone will probably start beatboxing, and then someone just starts freestyling, and then we have a 4-part harmony going. So
Can you
I
do
don't
that one
know.
now?
Yeah, I think it would just kind of happen. I don't know if I could do one.
I think it would be more like a spontaneous performance. We're really into that kind of thing right now.
Okay.
So we started as an electric band, and we were trying to get to like the Black Keys meets the Foo Fighters with a little bit of them Crooked Vultures and like the Dead Weather mixed in there, right? And then we realized that we wanted to appeal to a little bit bigger audience, so we started doing an acoustic set. And so I mean, whether it be like Taylor playing drums on his stomach and me like singing random lines and Aiden, I don't know, tickling the guy, like, something like that, you know? Anything you guys want to add?
Well, okay. So you, when we were talking before, you named that we're in a jazz band, then you named beatbox and rock and roll. But what would you say is your main genre, and what would you say are the bands that influence you the most? And even like the one you were listening to when you were like younger, the one that helped you form as a musician.
On that one.
I mean, I guess we have like more bands that like fit our style that are influences. I mean, like I sort of gathered from all different genres, but I mean, like Foo Fighters. I mean, like Dakota said, Black Keys are really
The main
Main ones.
influences.
Yeah, Band of Schools too.
But I
love
mean,
Band
like
of
just
Schools.
listening from all different types of music, you sort of just grab things from it. And you're like, oh, that's a cool idea.
But what was the band when you were like a kid and you were like, that's the band that made you decide that you wanted to be a musician?
For me, it
Yeah.
was probably Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, Nirvana was actually one of the first CDs I ever got, so that was a big one. But never mind.
Yeah, I have to say, I went and saw this drummer. His name is Dennis Chambers, world-renowned session player, plays with Santana, everybody else. I went and saw him when I was like 7 years old, and he did something with one arm that I still can't do after 15 years of drumming. that was it right then and there. And you know, just guys like Zeppelin and Hendrix, of course, you know. But just AC/DC, a lot of straightforward rock, you know.
I think that there's a lot of influences that we can all pull from, and I think the thing that shows the most from all of our interests is that like there is a heavy like old school rock and roll influence, but like me and Taylor listened to a lot of metal when we were kids, and so like I think that that's something that I can say that comes through on my style that's a little bit different. Is like now that I'm older, I'm being influenced by soul and these other you know blues and music that I just was a little bit too young for. But when I was growing up, it was kind of like I was listening to gangster rap like
We were
like
listening to
Tupac.
Tupac
I was listening to
today, yeah.
Tupac like for always, and then it was like Metallica and Pantera were kind of my bands that I would like really hub on. And
Then you,
yeah.
the more you grow up, and then the more you open to different kind of
Yeah,
like music.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
You never stop finding new music to listen to.
Oh, it's if you love music, eventually, like, you can't be biased towards anything. It's like, you know, like, you can hate on these like pop stars, like, say Justin Bieber, because everybody does hate on him. But the people who are behind him and create his music are musical geniuses. You know, like, maybe he's not writing all the songs, but the 20 songwriters who are in writing Baby 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 Oh, they're like, God, this is difficult first, and then second, they're really like hitting certain specific like qualities that make good music.
So, how would you describe one of your live shows to someone who's never been to one?
Well, our live shows and tons of energy.
Yeah, I mean, I have a good time, and I actually end up having a better time if I can see, you know, a few other people out there doing that. So, I mean, we try as much as we can just to let people know that we're just goofing off, and, you know, we're serious about how the music sounds, but we don't care what we look like. So, you know, we'll come out with like Mexican wrestler masks on or something, just spice it up.
Slipknot made their fortune on masks, so
Yeah.
so there's not a weak point.
We try and keep it fun, you know, and we usually like to amp up the crowd, and so, you know, we choose songs in the set list a certain way so that we kind of take you for a ride and an experience, not so much of just, here's us on stage, here's you guys down there, we're supposed to play to you, and then okay, good night.
Well, I think that when you're an upcoming band, you can't do that. I think it's harder, but upcoming bands that succeed, they demonstrate to be better performer than maybe the big ones, because you have to get people get interested into you.
Yeah, I think that, like, as a band, when we're presenting ourselves live, what we're trying to get the most of is we want to portray the energy that we have within our band, first of all, but also we want, like, we have a connection within our band. Like, although we've had some switches in the amount of time that we've been together, we do all have like a pretty close musical connection, and I think that you can really see that we're like trying to give you a good show. You know, it's not just music, it's not just anything in particular. It's like something that is entertaining and you want to watch. Or at least I hope that's what it is. You know?
So you say you were very connected to each other. How is the writing process for you guys? Who writes what? Who writes the lyrics?
Everybody's, you know, able to contribute as much as they would like. Everyone is also very accepting, and that was one of the things that we learned from Chuck Cannon when we saw him. He spoke about how no is the worst thing that you could possibly say when you're trying to collaborate with somebody. So, you know, everyone's trying to be very understanding of that, and, you know, all of us actually can play, you know, one or more instruments. So usually we have an idea for something, and, you know, we get together on the weekends, we have practice, and we go, hey, check this out, you know. You send a voice memo on your phone, you know.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So, talking about live shows, is there anything that very funny that happened and you like remembered that still now, looking back?
Well,
I guess
like
it happened to you.
Well, like we said before, I mean, like, we wear, like, for one of our shows, we played in Mexican wrestling masks. Another show around Christmas time, me and Taylor actually have like kid-sized onesies that fit us.
Large children's.
How did they fit you? Like, how did you get into those?
I mean, there's only one way in, one way out.
Actually, that reminds me of our, we played a Christmas show, and you were wearing the onesies, but there were also two fully dressed Santas that were pretty drunk. And they started throwing cookies at us.
Cookies from the back of the room at us
all
while we
over
were
the
playing.
party.
We got pelted by Santas.
Yeah.
So if you could pick up one band that you would like to play with, to share the stage with, who would that be?
I think we all will.
You want to take this one?
Yeah.
The Foo Fighters. We love the Foo Fighters. They're like they're Taylor's theme song to life, actually.
So they're for all.
Yeah, but, you know, they're a prime example of what hard work and being willing to rock like anytime, anywhere.
And being ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
ridiculous. Yeah, you watch the music videos. It's like when we're thinking about music videos and photo shoots, we come up with some of the weirdest stuff, honestly. But I mean, you know, it keeps it light, keeps it fun.
Yeah, for sure. So as the last question before we say goodbye to our followers, so what would you expect for the future for the Naked Walrus?
Well, we have a lot of new things coming. Over this summer, we're going to be playing a couple of shows in LA. We're definitely going to be doing a lot of different performances up and down the coast in California. And then we have a new album that we are going to start pre-production on over the summer also. And then
A full album?
Yeah, full album on top of the album that we just released in November. So we'll have some new music for people soon, and then also you can come and check out some of our other stuff. We're going to be playing a lot of colleges. So
yeah. Do you want to give your website?
Yeah, our website is www.nakedwalrus.com, and you can find all our music up there and stream it and contact information.
So be sure to check them out, and we're going to have the band play a little acoustic set later, so be sure to check that out too. Bye!
Okay.